Hello, and welcome back to Ars Nouveau. I've been doing some thinking. Storage, that is the name of the game today. I think I'm finally going to do it. We are going to actually properly sort that out, and I think the way we're going to do that is through the Occultism Mod. Been going back and forth on that, but I realized, hey, we've got Corporea now, I can just stick that on the whole storage actuator thingamajig, and just do that. And it'll also mean that I can fit everything in this little room here, and it will store more than I'll ever need. So between clips, I've been a little busy, not doing much on the base to be honest, but you can see I've got a whole bunch of emeralds, and if we look into this chest here, we've also got a ton of gold. Yeah, Accessor was tired of waiting for me, so he built the gold farm already. Similar to what we did last time, basically just go above the nether roof. He actually did it a little differently though, still using Ars Nouveau portals, basically just a bunch of layers of horizontal portals that are over magma blocks. Yeah, it's effective. Stack of gold blocks is not too shabby. Not enough to actually really start building with yet, but enough that we won't have to really worry about gold for a while. And then, of course, also with the emeralds there. A little slow in opening that, not sure why. Yeah, the emeralds are because he also brought up a bunch of villagers there and can trade the rotten flesh for more emeralds. So we are going to store everything away here, clean out our inventory a little bit, sort things out, and get started. So, Occultism Mod. How do you start? Well, there's two ways. If you read the book, there's actually recipes to make the items directly. Otherwise, the alternative is you have to go find... Oh, right, I remember that. Okay, sorry. Saw a random thing on the map. Distracted. Otherwise, you have to find certain things that are... they're basically... a grove, I think is what the term is. Basically, way underground, you will occasionally find little, almost like gardens, where there's a bunch of random oak trees surrounded by andesite. As it turns out, they're not actually oak trees, and it's not actually andesite. It is other stone and other rare trees, otherworld trees, yes. But you can't actually do anything until you eat some demon's dream fruit and start hallucinating, and then you can pick all the stuff up. We're not going to do that one because that requires, well, it requires searching for those things, and quite honestly, I can't be bothered. I remember seeing one over here. Why is there a giant black thing there on the map? Oh, glass. Okay. I remember seeing one over by Accessor's place here. So I was exploring around. There was a random cave just south of Accessor's camp here, in this water somewhere. So I could go over there, but that's really far away, and teleporting or even traveling around the server lags out for other people, and there's lots of other people online, so I don't really want to do that to them. Instead, we're just going to do the cheating method of burning andesite. So I think I've got quite a bit of it in here. Let's see, that one would be in this chest. Okay, so we've got a decent amount of that, and I also need some oak saplings, which we should have plenty of. 9, yes, we have plenty. It's not really that many. Okay, so what we need to do is hop down somewhere. I don't really know where I want to grow this. I'll just do it up here and we'll take this out. Break you. I can't remember if this is projectile or not. Break you down. Thank you. Okay, so what we're going to do is we need to find a nice little place here. Let's get some netherrack. That'll be helpful. Over here. Stack should be more than plenty, just need one. And let's find a place to burn this. So nothing here is burnable. Yeah, that's why I built out of stone. Okay, so let's break a small spot right here, grab some netherrack, toss it down, so we can light that on fire. But first we must toss some demon's dream. Now I can't remember if I can actually do this with just my spellbook here, or if I actually need a flint and steel. So we'll find out. Toss you and burn you. I can't remember if it's immediately purple or if it turns purple. We'll let that go for a little bit and we'll go get flint and steel. Okay, well you're still orange, so gonna get rid of you. Let's instead Demon's Dream and burn you. There you go, purple. Okay, so what you do here then is you simply toss this in. And I feel like I should have gotten more than 20. There we go, 64. You'll notice it does not burn you. It says that in the book that it's not quite here. It's in the other place. Yeah, magical. Magical fire doesn't burn you, so cool. We've got that, and let's toss 5. Should be plenty. Okay, now let's go ahead and plant this. Now, unfortunately, so looks like oak sapling, but the one probe up in the corner there is giving it away. It is from the Occultism Mod. You're not really oak. Let's turn you back into grow tree. Unfortunately, though, we are unable to chop it down with the fell tree spell, because if you break this regularly, it will turn into just oak. Similarly, if you break it without eating the demon's dream fruit and hallucinating, it'll also do that. I don't know if a break spell will work. Let's find that out. I apologize in advance. Do anything? Give me hunger. There we go. Yes. Trippy. Okay, so can you be broken? Yes. Otherworld wood. Perfect. Okay. So we're gonna chop down a few of these guys. You didn't drop any saplings, did you? Okay. Well, we're gonna do a few of these. Okay, so we've gotten a little bit of that. We should be good for at least a little while. The next thing we need, I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Toss you into there. Smelts into some otherworld ashes, and next I need, let's get 9 of these guys as well. I think I actually only need, okay, so I do need the regular chalk for that. Okay, cool. We are going to do 9 of those. And this stuff we are actually going to do in a regular furnace. And by regular furnace, I mean magic. So we want touch, rune. Do I have rune? How do I not have rune? So as I was saying, we go in here, we do touch, we want a rune, and we need smelt. And I'm just going to fill up the rest of this with pierce. There we go, and we're going to cast it right here. Cool. And we're going to right click with that to make it permanent. And yeah, there's a furnace now. Over here I've got just a volcanic source link, chopped down a bunch of blazing archwood trees, just going to fill up these jars here, no big deal. And we're just going to toss stuff in. So I believe it can do half stack. Not quite, okay. Okay, right, I need to do that through a spell parchment instead to get that to actually be a half stack at a time. That is a little annoying, can do all but 1 it appears. That's fine, I don't actually need that much. So, other stone, toss you in. So it's going to smelt into its own type of ash. So go ahead. That's convenient. Picks up right before it turns back. Okay, that works. So next up we need some impure white chalk, which is pretty simple. Let's go here, we'll turn you into a crafting table, and make ourselves some chalk. Impure white chalk, thank you very much. Next up, smelt you. Pick you up. Cool, we have some... I thought you need to be smelted. Oh, you need to be thrown through the spirit fire. Okay, well... It's raining out there, so I'm going to sleep through the night and come back in the morning. Okay, well, rain is gone. Morning it is, so impure chalk goes in the fire. We now have white chalk. Cool, what can we do with you? To be honest, I can't remember. So, in the Dictionary of Spirits here, there is a few things. One is the first ritual, which is a, talks about how to set up the crusher, which is kind of cool. Talks about the candles and the golden sacrificial bowl and stuff like that. I'll go through that in a little bit here, but basically it boils down to you make a giant shape on the ground, toss in the ingredients that it needs, and you get a thing out of it. So we want a storage system. So how do we do that? Dimensional storage. There's the storage actuator, which is the base, or rather it turns into the main thing, whatever. Stabilizers, which increase the size that you have. I also want some wormholes and storage accessor. So what do we need in here? We need a genie. So that's going to be a tier 2, and the base I think needs a foliate, which is tier 1. Okay, so we need to make Azevius's Spectral Compulsion. Yeah, it's a shape. So if we look up Azevius's Spectral Compulsion, we see a nice little shape here on the ground, big circle. the white in here. That is just the white chalk that we just made. We also need some gold chalk, so that's going to require a trip to the nether. We need some crystals and some candles, and then the actual bowls and such. So, yeah, we need to get the... Oh wait, red chalk or gold chalk? Gold chalk is gold dust, of course. Okay, and glowstone dust. So glowstone dust, easy enough. Gold dust, we can either go through, like it says here, immersive engineering or occultism. Immersive engineering, oh perfect, I can do it with a hammer. Okay, good. Because I don't feel like doing the crusher ritual yet. Just because it's kind of just a waste of time. I would rather get started on storage. So let's get ourselves a hammer. I want the immersive engineering one, thank you. Engineer's hammer, 2 iron, some sticks, and a string. Perfect. Okie dokie, we have ourselves a hammer. Let's grab, I think I only need 1 gold, so we'll do that. I only want 1, thank you. Gold plus hammer equals gold grit. Cool. Rest. Please don't rotate my chest. Ah. No, it's just a single chest. We'll fix that later. Gold, you can go back in here. Okay, so gold dust and some glowstone. So let's go over here. And of course, the only glowstone I have is in this form. Do I have... Are you silk? You are not silk touch. Perfect. Okay. Waste a little bit there, but that is okay. And we need more chalk. Of course we do. Okay, well, gold, glowstone, and chalk gets you in here. Toss it in here. Now you've got a fancy golden chalk. Easy enough. Next up is, of course, the big problem, which is I don't really have a place set up for this yet. So I think we'll just do that over here. You know, I actually need a few more things. So I think we'll use that tower. It's currently not a tower, but it will be. For now, we'll use that tower. I'll probably have a different spot for it later, but for now, that'll work. Okay, next step is kind of a little random, I guess. Unrelated, seemingly. Cows. Yes, we need some cows. Hello, cow. You're going to breed and make a baby cow, please. Thank you. And thank you for your service. Okay, we got some tallow here. You are used to make candles. Perfect. That gets me 4 candles. That's, I think that'll be good for now. We'll come back for you later. And it's a good thing that we collected all those diamonds because, well, we need to use them now. These guys here, I think half stack is probably enough. Toss you in. We now have some spirit attuned gems. Turn these guys into... Can I turn you back? Actually, that's a good question. Okay, so if I turn you into that, I can't turn you back. So let's keep 1, 2, 3, 4 of you out. Should be plenty. 7's probably enough. Spirit attuned gems have a couple uses. There's several things you can make with occultism from them. The divination rod, which is helpful for finding things. Glass lenses, a spirit attuned pickaxe head, that sort of stuff. But we want these spirit attuned crystals because we need them for our magic circles. We now have candles and crystals. We've got some other stone with us. Let's grab a bit more. Hello, Zachris. That is a fancy looking backpack. What is it? I suppose I can look at it. Wow, that is a lot of quartz. Wow. That's a lot of quartz. He'd asked me earlier if, crushing prismarine crystals, if I needed any quartz for building. Listen, I'm building out a calcite here, but I might have to use some quartz in here then. Well, thank you, Mr. Zachris. Well, after giving a quick base tour to Zachris, we are back over here. So, we've got a couple things. We need to work on our occultism stuff here, if it will open my book. I right-clicked. There we go. So it turns out we are actually going to need the crusher ritual before we can finish all of this, and that's because we are going to need, if I go to @occultism, we're going to need the purple chalk for this as well. Impure purple chalk needs crushed endstone, which is only through occultism. I can get the obsidian dust from create as well, although that's probably as much of a hassle anyway. We also haven't been to the end yet. That's a thing too. Okay, we'll get there when we get there. But we're going to need the crusher ritual for that. For now, though, what we can do is we can get started on some of the other things in this mod. And in order to do that, well, we're going to have to get some things. So the actual storage accessor and storage actuator. So like I said, this one has this is inhabited by the genie. The base itself is easy enough to get though. This is just the gold and the white. So that's pretty simple. We just need to set it up. This is used for binding. So this is basically just used for binding the foliates. Probably mispronouncing that. Don't really care. This is for binding those guys into items. So that's any of the bind minor demon thingy into an item is going to be using the spectral compulsion. Yeah, so let's build it. Where do we want you? I want you on the ground, obviously. Let's center you against this wall. I think that's as good a spot as any. Cool. And we'll need one golden bowl in the middle. We don't have that yet, but let's get started drawing our outline. Now, the floor here is obviously not ideal for this because it is white floor, and white things on white floor. Good luck seeing it. Can't even tell if there's an item there or not. I think if I right click, you'll just shift it anyway. Okay. So this is a temporary spot. I'm going to eventually have like a proper tower for this, I think. But for now, it at least gets us to be able to start this. I need our candles and our crystals. One there, one there. You go there, and you go here. We're at 20 out of 21 because we still need the golden sacrificial bowl. Okay, so do I have any gold on me? Got a little bit of gold. That's probably not enough. Let's go get some gold. Alright, so we need to make ourselves some bowls. So pretty simple, just other stone. We've got plenty. I'm just going to use all of this. That'll get us 6, which is definitely enough. You in the middle, surround you with gold, gets us the golden bowl. Cool, fancy. And that now finishes this structure. Somewhat. In order to actually use it, we need to have other sacrificial bowls. The cool thing about this is it doesn't actually matter where we put them. Just for ease, I'm going to put them right here, because why not? Now we need to find out what are we actually going to be working on in this. So if we go into Xevious' Spectral Compulsion and go to the next page, we can see the uses. Infused lenses, that's going to be useful. Surprisingly substantial satchel, basically a backpack, but we've got plenty of those. I've got too many of those actually. Storage actuator base, that's the main thing we were looking for. Stable wormhole, that's used for that as well. Storage stabilizers, good. And the miner. Miner spirits are pretty cool. I realize actually I don't actually need this yet. We'll need it for the storage actuator base. We can make one of those right now. That's easy enough. We need a book of binding, and an other stone pedestal. I think that's about it. Gold. Okay. All right, let's go grab that stuff. Okay, and the last thing that we need, so we've got our pedestal. What do we need next? We need a book. Book of binding. So these things are pretty simple to make, actually. It's kind of just an interesting way it's made. Book and quill, surround it with a various colored dye, and then some purified ink. For this level, Book of Binding Foliate, it is just white dye. Pretty simple. These are all basically renewable, so no big deal. The higher level things, so the genie needs green. The Efreet probably, is purple. Yeah, you get the idea. So then you basically just combine these with your Dictionary of Spirits to give it a name, and then that's your little servant to be able to do your things. In this case, this is just binding an entity into the item to make the next level thing, the dimensional storage. So you don't really need much. Storage actuator base, just in here with a Book of Binding Foliate. So we need white dye, which I just had on me and put away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab you. And let's see, I should have some feathers, I think. 1 feather, cool, that's gonna barely be enough. Too much stuff in my inventory, I don't need apples. Okay, so let's go in here. We don't have ink. We need ink. I don't have anything I need. Okay, so purified ink. I just had you, there you were. Black dye, throw into Spirit Fire. Now, we could, of course, go into there's a river back there. Could go down there, kill some squid, or remember that we just installed Botania not too long ago, and I just spammed a whole bunch of floral fertilizer. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. So, a bunch of the black petals, and I don't actually have the tool I need yet. So, let's grab paper, or not paper, grab a bowl, a stick, and a plank. And just combine these all together into our mortar and pestle. If I recall the recipe off the top of my head, which I think I do. Apparently I do not. They changed that recipe. Oh, you just craft straight into it. Okay, that's easy enough. Thank you. Cool, got that, and we just throw that straight in the fire, I think. Top over the wall, why not? I'm not going to need 14 of these. Let's do 7 for now. It's probably more than I'll actually need. 7 purified ink. We've got our... do I do that with black dye? I can't remember. Nope, I actually probably need... Yeah, okay, I actually need squid for that. Alright, well, it turns out I actually had some ink in my storage anyway, so we're going to go ahead, turn you into a book and quill. Thank you. And let's open up our crafting here. We need to turn you into a book. There we go. Fancy. I like how it's a white dye to make a blue book. I feel like those should match up. Whatever. Book of Binding, throw you in here with the Dictionary of Spirits. It's a Dictionary of Spirits, so you're giving it a spirit name. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Nope. And we have our book. Cool. Now we need to actually combine everything. So we want, if I recall, I want 3 of those and a, what was it? Pedestal. And then place our book in the middle. Started binding foliate into storage actuator base. If I recall, this is a painfully slow process, and I don't think it can be automated. Luckily, you don't need to do too many of these. There's sort of, each of these recipes is just a one-off craft type thing. Takes a long time. Yeah, it has to one at a time consume each of those, so we'll be back after a while. I do wish I had time in a bottle. That'd be handy here. Okay, and as I was over here feeding this chicken to turn you into an adult chicken, thank you. I want you guys to make more chickens, please. Need more feathers. So while they are doing that, it actually popped into my inventory here saying... It didn't pop into my inventory. It said finish. It popped up saying that it was finishing binding, which previously that popped it straight into your inventory. I guess that's no longer the case. Are you over here? Okay. Well, cool. Storage actuator base. Thank you. We can't actually do anything with this yet, so we need to get to the next level for that, which means we need to get the crusher so that we can get the next level. So that's a thing. I'm going to clean up my inventory because I'm just perpetually fighting this right now. I think occultism stuff is in here. I'm going to put the black dye in there. I won't need any of this stuff. Like I said, I'm going to clean up inventory, going to sort some things out, and we are going to go find the end. Okay, so now we begin the extremely boring and long process of going to the end. I know where the end portal is. The big problem right now is actually just server lag from traveling, so we'll kind of glide for a bit here. The end portal is over in this direction. Only reason I know that is because I had to do some admin fixing stuff. Basically things were crashing when people went to the end, so had to straighten that out. But nice side effect of knowing where the portal is. So I'll meet you over there. If we don't keep rubber banding, that's fun. This may take a while. Well, that's fun. Yeah, I forgot I took the slow fall off of my my leap spell. I was about to say, oh, we're over at Accessor's place. He's got a teleporter to get to the end. We could just take that. But no. No, now we're back here. That's a long trek. Long trek. Okay, so I did the cheaty thing and did /back. So we're back at Accessor's place. Ignore all the lights here. That's me running a TPS profiler, and so it's highlighting anything near me that is using any sort of tick time. So for instance, there's probably some sort of entity sitting there. That's fine. I'm actually not too worried about Accessor's place because it wasn't loaded for the most part. Let's try to figure out why is it lagging so much while we're traveling. So yeah, that's a thing. We'll figure that out. But I think I can do Control R, hide you. Okay. Cool. That's less annoying. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna search around Accessor's place and see if I can find out where all of his teleporters are, because I don't want to have to walk all the way. Okay, yes, it does say setting on game mode to survival mode. Admin duties, I was teleporting around to try to figure out the item lag here. We've got, if I go to Forge, Entity, List, there's a fair number of Minecraft items. So teleporting around there, yeah, it turns out if you teleport there, you just go splat. Yeah, So let's get our stuff back on our hotbar here. Yeah, I fell to my death a few times. So let's hop down here and pretend like we weren't just doing admin stuff. And here we are. So yeah. Also, I did just teleport to get here because that was causing too much of an issue on the server. Traveling is really hard on 118. Basically, everyone's rubber banding and complaining about lag here. If you scroll through here, lots of people complain about lag. Can't scroll any further than that, apparently. But anyway, all that to say, we got here. In fact, while we're here, we will join over here the arrival pad and set ourselves a warp scroll here, because that is going to save us time in the future, as well as avoiding lagging other people. So let's open our ender chest. Where? I just realized something, and that is I appear to be... Oh, it went on my back, didn't it? Okay. Tools went on my backpack. Please don't do that, because I'm going to forget about you. Okay, so like I was saying, I actually need that. Let's grab ourselves one of our warp scrolls here. Got a couple that we found in various chests, and set it to be right here. Cool. And I think there's an anvil around here too, isn't there? Did someone have an anvil? No? Just a scribe table? Okay, well, we'll name that when we get back to our base, but for now, let's just store that into our chest here and hop into the end. Whee! And of course, we don't actually have to worry about anything here. Dragon's been killed a few times now at this point. So we're actually not here for an elytra or really anything besides simply, I need endstone. That's it, I just need endstone. I think, actually, is there a recipe to make this now? Alchemy, blue skies. Yeah, not gonna be going through that. So, like I said, we're only here for the endstone anyway. We've got some chorus fruit that someone gave to us anyway. We just don't have anything to grow it on. Yep, that's it. Just needed this. Okay, and now we can head home. So we will, of course, come back here later on. I do want to actually fight the dragon on my own. Well, I want to fight it. And I also want to get myself an elytra, but that is not the task for today. The task for today is straightening out our storage situation. And so that's going to require a little bit of endstone, not nearly as much as I'm getting here, but I don't want to have to come back here and do this again. We don't have currently a end mod on here. We did earlier. We actually got rid of it. It was I think it's called Nullcraft. Basically, it wipes the rest of the end and teleports you to their own version of the end, which has really cool terrain generation. But we were getting a whole bunch of lag stuff. Well, set a warp if I can. I wasn't in the end yet. Okay, well, that's not going to help him. The warp scrolls, by the way, only work in a single dimension, so if he were to set a warp scroll here, yeah, that's not going to work. It's just going to send him basically to spawn area, because this is low X, Y, and Z coordinates, so it won't really help him too much, but I'll help him out here. But for now, I'm going to finish clearing out this little flat spot here, just to kind of finish it off, and we should be good. We did it! We beat Minecraft! Apparently. At some point we'll load the overworld again, but apparently not right now. Okay, so apologies to everyone on the server for the going to the end and back. Server TPS is never really happy on here. Forge TPS. 16, actually, that's not too bad right now, comparatively. Yes, it should be 20, and we are never there. So welcome to Minecraft on a server, especially a server of mostly testing stuff. So yeah. Sorry, everyone, but we should be done with that for now. Should be. There we go. Yeah, so I don't like having to have teleported to get there. I would have rather traveled the whole way, but people were complaining constantly about the lag from traveling. I would like to sort that out on this server for why it is so laggy during traveling. Most people we've talked to seem to think that it's just because 118 is not exactly optimized. 118.1 isn't. I guess 1.18.2 is supposed to be better optimized. So ideally, hopefully. We'll see about that, but for now, yeah, sorry, I did cheat to get there. I don't like abusing admin, but yeah, it had to be done for the good of the server. Yeah, there's too many people online, and server TPS was hitting, I think, 3, which is, yeah, that's not good. And on the way there, we did happen to find another portal with some golden boots of Feather Falling 3. That would have helped. Yeah, then I wouldn't have died. Okay, but anyway, we are back, and we have our end stone like we went to go search for. So next up, what do we need to do? Well, let's see if we can remember. We were working on... I don't have my book in there. Where's my book? In here. We were working on getting ourselves a crusher ritual so we could crush the end stone so we can turn it into the crushed end stone. Yes. To get a purple chalk to be able to do the next thing for our storage, which is we need the dimensional crystal matrix and storage actuator base. We already have the storage actuator base. We just need the crystal matrix thingamajig. Yeah. So what do we need? We need to get our chalk out. Let's get some candles and probably need some more other stone as well. I'll need some more black dye. I will probably need one of you chickens. I was probably not going to survive today. Sorry. But let's go set up a crusher ritual. Okay, so let's place this right here. Looks good. Now you'll notice it's basically a similar design to that one there. Each of the... Oh wow, that's really hard to see. Each of these ritual circles or pentacles, whatever they call them, they basically serve a general purpose. So for instance, that one is for binding the weakest, the foliates, into items. This one here is similar, but it's for binding entities into entities. So basically, with this one, you end up with actually having a entity sitting around. We apparently need to go kill more cows, because I need 2 more candles. So basically, it works as there's several different ways you can use the foliates. So for instance, you can have them walk around as machine operators, so you can have them basically move items like a starbuncle, sorry. Or you can bind them into items like the glasses and stuff that we'll need over there. So there's different circles for each of the different tiers of demon, I guess. It's kind of how it works, I guess. It's kind of an interesting system, and I think in the past, at least when I played with this before, you weren't able to use it, like you weren't able to use higher tier demons in your various circles, so you couldn't have a like genie be able to do your ore crushing. It had to be the foliate. But it appears, at least talking to guys on the server, that is no longer the case, which is awesome, and I definitely recommended it. No one listens to me. I'm not important. It was something I had suggested in Discord or something. I don't know. But I don't know if it was because someone had mentioned it or if they were originally planning that or what, but it works now. And apparently it works really, really well. If you have the higher tier, like the genie and such, apparently with the crusher, for instance, they will get more items from your ore, which is pretty cool. It's a little cheaty. Not cheaty. I think it's a little overpowered, to be honest, because with the crusher, if I understand it correctly, you throw in the raw ore here, which I still need to fix this chest. You throw in the raw ore, and then it will give you dust, I guess. Actually, hit you on you. Crusher spirit. Yeah, so your raw gold goes into gold dust. Apparently, so the foliate gets you 1 to 2, which, again, this is already on top of like fortuning, so you can double after fortune, which is pretty powerful. But apparently the higher tiers will actually get you more gold or more dust per ore, which again I think is going to get a little overpowered. But to be honest, most of these blocks are, or most of these ores are able to be farmed infinitely anyway. Like I have all this gold not from mining, but from gold farm. And same with iron, you can easily set up an iron farm. So I mean, I get it. For instance, you can crush like copper and stuff, and there's copper farms. So I mean, it just kind of makes it a little bit easier, I guess. But we are here to get ourselves. Where did our copper go? So we need to get. We've got our sacrificial bull. We need to get the items for our recipe itself. Alright, well, we found some more leather as well as some more feathers to make our next book here. So we get 3 paper, you make a book, and then I need feather and some ink, makes a book and quill, And you, I'm just going to shift click through here, makes a book of binding. Book of binding with a dictionary gets us a book of binding with a name. Okay, now we need ore. Specifically, we need, I think, the raw ore here. So I'm going to grab, I need, I don't actually want to do too much copper. I don't really care too much for copper at the moment. I think my spell is currently a 3x3, so we'll do that. And go to my fortune. Come back, please. Fortune break. Yeah, that's the right one. Yep, 3x3. Cool. So that gets us our copper. And I think that's all we need. We need silver, gold, iron, and copper. And I think that's it. We've got our sacrificial bowl. Okay, I think that's everything. And stone. We got that on us? Okay. And what do I want to process? I'm going to do silver, I think. So the copper, gold, and iron I can actually trade through the goblin there for basically the same amount, and he's a lot easier to work with. Meanwhile, over here, this is a little bit more tedious because you have to drop things in-world and pick them up from in-world. So it's kind of a little obnoxious to actually work with, which I guess makes it okay for the balance purposes. But yeah, we'll throw one of you on, gold, silver, and our iron as well. And last but not least, our book. Started summoning Foliate Ore Crusher. I don't know how long this will take. Well, we just got the notification that we summoned him successfully, so let's grab some obsidian as well. I almost forgot that we needed that. And let's head back and see what we've got. I see my map. Let's see. We've got a little demon dude. Hello? Wrestle Martyr. Cool. Can you break this for me, please? Pretty please? Yeah, he takes a while to actually do his work, which is again why he's a little annoying. I don't know how many of these I'm going to need, so I'm going to give you 4 of those for now. And we'll be back once he is done crushing up all of our obsidian and our endstone. How much do I need actually for this? I need 2 obsidian for each endstone. Okay, so we'll be waiting. I think also annoying thing is he only lives for an hour, or maybe 2 hours. I don't remember. Not very long. Okay, Mr. Wrestle Martyr, let's pop you into a seat here. There. Oh, that's kind of funny. They actually have a sitting animation. That's kind of cool. Pick you up. Okay, and give you a couple of endstone as well. And it looks like you can still do your job there, which is awesome. I like how he crosses his legs. That's kind of funny. So you go ahead and sit there. Let me know when you're done with that, and I can get on with what I've been trying to do. Okay, you gonna hurry up? Thanks. Well, while we are waiting for him, let's go ahead and get started on drawing out our next circle here. So again, I really should do this on a not white surface. That's really hard to see. Okay, well, it looks like it's probably here. Nothing's here. Okay, we'll just kind of assume that it's like this. There. Oh, that is not a white one. That needs to be... Oh, that's painful. Okay, there is a brush to be able to remove the chalk easily, and apparently without it, it is very hard to break. Can I break it with a break spell? Yes, okay, good. You need a yellow, you need a yellow, you need a yellow, you need a yellow. I need 4 more of those crystals, which I have 5 on me, perfect. And we managed to find a little bit more of our candles here. Don't know where we got those from. And I think last but not least is just the purple. So once you are done, oh, thank you. Oh, looks like you are done. Awesome. While you're working, go ahead and break that silver. Okay, so yeah, just need purple, that's all. Okay, and we need a whole bunch of those bowls as well. So let me go grab that stuff as well as, I don't actually know what it takes to make this thing. Okay, we have our white chalk, our crushed endstone, and our crushed obsidian. Gets us impure purple. Toss you into the purple fire. Boop. Thank you. And what do we actually need to be able to make this? So we need block of quartz and ender pearl. Not too bad. And a book of binding genie, which is just, I think if I recall, green dye. Is that all I need? So I need 5 more of those and another one of those to be turned into a golden one. So let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we've got enough of the other stone on us here. I want to be able to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one of you will be golden. Cool. And luckily, I think we've got some quartz I put in here. 1, 2, 3. And an end stone, or a ender pearl rather. I'm going to be very happy to not have all these chests everywhere anymore. We're basically there. I need a book. And I knew there was a reason why I wanted to get cactus. Got ourselves some green dye, and I think that is about all we need. I think I actually have one last ink sac. Perfect. I will deal with the fact that I just threw wheat in there later. Let's make ourselves a book, please. 1, 2, 3. Leather. You and you and you makes a book and quill. You surrounded by green dye with a purified ink in the corner. Book of binding. You plus our dictionary. And with that, I think we have everything we need. Purple, 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 and purple with a golden bowl in the middle. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we've got ourselves our ender pearls and our blocks of quartz. 1, 2, 3. Pull us our pearl. Toss you in the middle. And we're making a, scroll up, dimensional matrix. Awesome. Now to wait again. Alright, I wish I had actually kept track of how long this thing has taken, but we've gotten 36 of our silver dust ground up already. We are just waiting on the last item, the book here, to be used. And any moment now. Any moment now. Go ahead. They're not looking. Don't worry. Alright, yeah, just like that, we have ourselves our storage actuator, dimensional crystal matrix thingamajig. Yes. White cube thingy. You go on top of there, and we have ourselves storage, and I really think that should actually be an advancement. Apparently it's not, but whatever, fine then. We're going to put you right there. Cool. Open you, and we have nothing in here. We have 0 out of 128 slots. Now we have to throw everything in storage. Woo! Store? No? Lag? Okay. Yeah, so that has used 13 slots. And I think that's probably, yeah, because it's 9 and 4, so that's 13. But here's the thing, is that these slots, they're not exactly stacks. So it's not 128 stacks and you're done. So endstone here. Let's go ahead and grab that. And actually, I could be completely wrong on this low level one here, but we're still at 13, still at 13, still at 13, yeah. And it's also not like individual items. I think it's basically the more stabilizers you put around it, the stack sizes get larger. I don't remember what the stack size is to begin with. Probably 8 stacks or something. I can't remember. But basically, what's going to happen is we're just going to throw everything in here, and we have ourselves a magical applied energistic system. And the cool thing is, I can slap a corporea crystal or corporea matrix on this matrix, whatever, crystal cube thingy-majig spark. That's the word, spark. I can throw in those on there and monitor everything, which is pretty awesome. In fact, I can actually put that on the various wormholes that I'll be putting throughout my base. So if you're not aware of what the rest of this mod does, I'll just go a quick overview here before we finish. There are these things here, other stone frames, wormhole frames. Wormholes are basically remote in and output. So you can hopper into them from anywhere you'd like. They're completely wireless. They're just bound to this storage actuator. So I could have one over just on the wall here, and I can open it, same as opening that entire storage. And I can pipe into it, or pipe out of it. I will say that piping out of it and into it may or may not be laggy. Need to double check how much that'll actually impact things, but we'll get there. And the other big thing is the storage accessor. Accessor? I don't know how to emphasize that, but the storage accessor, which isn't too bad, just ender pearls, nether quartz, and the buttons basically. Pretty cheap. In fact, I'm going to make one of those right now. Let me grab the materials for that, then I can actually just show you. Okay, I think I have everything we need here. Let's go ahead and make the inert storage accessor, and we're missing, right, forgot to make that. I need 1, 2, that should be enough of these guys. So let's fill the crafting grid with those, makes our other stone tablet. which I don't know if it has other uses, but I'm not too concerned about that at the moment. Inert storage accessor. So you plus some ender pearls and another book of binding. Oh, I have to go kill some squid, don't I? Okay, well, we'll do that. But basically that gets you the storage accessor, which is a fully remote inventory. Basically, I'll just be able to right click this from anywhere on the server at all, anywhere, different dimensions, whatever, and have full access to my entire storage system here. It is quite awesome and powerful, and basically means I won't need to carry backpacks with me pretty much ever. So let me go kill some squid, and I see one on the map there actually. Let's go ahead and sleep so we don't have to deal with everything else around there. Kill ourselves a squid and get ourselves a remote. Right, totally forgot that I have I removed the slow fall from that spell. That could have been fun. Luckily we're aiming for water anyway, so I guess that works. Squid, squid. Why are you so... Oh, because I added... What? Oh, because of the item pickup, that's why. I'm like, why is this so expensive? Because I have 30 different AoEs on it. So we're going to kill all these guys, get ourselves a little bit of ink, and you shouldn't be on the surface. Okay, 14, not too bad. Oh, and a squid head, cool. We are about ready here. Let's pop back home. Again, I don't have slow fall. No. We're probably going to be dead. Let's try to not die. Lag is going to kill me. There we go. Okay. We're good? Didn't rubber band? Okay, cool. Like I was saying, let's go make this thing. And remote goes on there. Some quartz. A little bit of ender pearl. And you go in there, and we will see you in another half hour. Alrighty, we have it. The storage accessor. And while we're over here, let's pick up some more of our silver. Thank you. And right now, right-clicking doesn't do anything. So let's go over there, because we have to actually bind it to our pedestal, or storage actuator. What was the name of it? I don't remember. Storage actuator. So right-click, linked storage remote to actuator. Right-click, and we have access to everything. I've been starting to empty everything into there, and you'll notice, if we look at this, we are at 86 out of 128. That ain't great. Let's grab our silver for a moment here. So part of that is, if I remember, you're only going to do 31 at a time here because I need to finish making that. A big thing with that is, yeah, we need more storage stabilizers, is what they're called. Go ahead, thank you. Cool. So the silver here, we're going to throw you in. We want to make a couple blocks of silver. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with just 2 of these because these are a tier 2 storage actuator or storage stabilizer thingy. Where were you? You're down here. Tier 2 dimensional storage. So there's these various storage stabilizers, and you can put 6 of them around your storage actuator. So you can put 1 below and all cardinal directions and above. Yeah, so basically we're going to eventually have, I'm actually going to probably move this up. I think you can move it. Might crash the server, not sure. We'll move it if we can. If not, then we'll just have it here. But we're going to have 6 of these around here. And eventually we're going to upgrade to the highest dimensional storage here, tier 4. But these guys, it gets more expensive. So tier 2 uses the same Strigior's higher binding that we've been using to make the top of that in my remote here. So that's easy enough to do. We just need the materials, which is block of silver, gas tier, and some spirit attuned gems. Remember, those are the same thing that we had by tossing our diamonds into the fire. You only need 2. Perfect. It's almost like I planned this. 2 spirit attuned gems. And what else was on there? We needed block of silver. We can get that. Gas tier, gas tier. That's going to be a problem. Do I have any? Oh, I have 5. Awesome. Cool. We need, what do we need? We need a book. That's what we need. A book and yet more cactus. Open, please. Waiting for server. Waiting for server. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. And I already tossed the ink into here. Ink. Grab 2 of these. We need some feathers. I need to acquire 1 more of these. Hello, chickens. Thank you. Oh, look, feathers. All right, and I think we need more paper. Yeah, so It's going to be nice once I have everything in storage there because I won't have to be searching for stuff. It'll just kind of be everything in here. Leather. Let's grab 2U. Turn you into paper, please. And we need a book. Actually need this book. You, shift click. Oh, come on, clicked the wrong one. But you get the idea. So I'm going to go ahead and make these because that's going to take a while. And we go boop, 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 boop. Invalid ritual. Missing tier 1 dimensional store. Oh, do I need? Oh, I thought that was just a. Got it. Okay, so this one you actually need to have 5 items, which includes the tier 1 dimensional storage stabilizer. So we have to make that to begin with. You are copper, blaze powder, more diamond, and another stone pedestal. Okay, well, that's going to take a while. I'm going to go ahead and do that between episodes. I think I'll call it here because it's been getting a little long. Pick you up, please. Thank you. It's kind of the longer end of episode length, but we got a lot done today, and I mean, it doesn't really look like we haven't built anything yet. Yeah, haven't done any buildings yet, but we do have storage. And so this is going to simplify a whole bunch of things. You are going to become a permanent staple of my hotbar here to have full access to all of my inventory from anywhere, everywhere. And yeah, so like I said, my plan is going to be I'll build those off camera. It's just the same thing you've seen already. Put those around this and dump everything into it. It's going to be a big empty room, which I'm excited for. And with that, like I said, we're going to call this for an episode. I'm going to be working between episodes on finishing up that, getting the other 2 stabilizers there, but I have a feeling that the server crashed because something I just typed, hello there, something I just typed didn't show up, so I'm pretty sure the server crashed. But like I said, we'll call this for an episode, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.